Hello everybody, this is Mr. Morfetto and I'm back here with another Dragon Ball video. I want to talk about the Buu Saga of Dragon Ball Z. So I said in previous videos that in 2020 I sat down and I finally finished reading the Dragon Ball manga from the very beginning all the way to the end of Buu using the Shonen Jump manga app. And I gotta say, the Buu section of the story was definitely a lot better in manga form. The Buu Saga is my personal least favorite portion of Z. It's definitely got a lot of power scaling issues with Goten and Trunks just basically being born powerful and stumbling into becoming Super Saiyans. They didn't have to earn it like Vegeta, Gohan, Future Trunks, and Goku did before them. They were instantly strong enough to hang with guys like Piccolo and Gohan. And I call bullshit on that because at this point in the series, after 7 years of time, of peacetime after Cell, Piccolo should be at Super Saiyan 2 level, hanging in there with guys like Vegeta, but he kind of gets shunned in this whole saga, and he's relegated to being a comedy act as Goten and Trunks' mentor for the fusion. But, I mean, Vegeta was struggling to become Super Saiyan 2 after 7 freaking years of training, so they made it seem like a major achievement until they revealed Super Saiyan 3, which in a lot of ways, even in the manga and in the anime, was out of nowhere. They didn't really show how Goku obtained Super Saiyan 3. We just got a vague explanation that he figured it out in Otherworld, and he's still working on it. While it looks cool, it lacks the storytelling greatness that Super Saiyan 1 and 2 had. But it's still cool, and I wouldn't want them to remove Super Saiyan 3 from the Buu Saga. I would have just preferred if they saved it for the end of the Buu Saga to be something that Vegito stumbled upon during their fusion. Another form, because it's a combination of Vegeta and Goku, and it makes more sense. And then when they separate later in the saga and they fight Buu on Kai Planet, they could have had Goku go Super Saiyan 3 without Vegeta, realizing this new wall that they broke when they fused, and then they could master it during the time skip of Z and Super, and then Goku wouldn't have shunned everybody out when he used Super Saiyan 3 against Fat Buu, just showing just how much more powerful than they are. It was kind of anticlimactic because in a lot of ways Goku was stronger than Buu midway through this saga. And the reason Goku did this, not defeat Buu when he had the chance, was because he wanted the kids to learn to beat Buu, because Goku isn't going to be around anymore. The kids have to become the new saviors of Earth, because once Goku leaves from his 24 hours, it's over. I find it kind of frustrating that Goten and Trunks were able to unlock Super Saiyan 3 during the Buu arc. I think it was way too soon for them. Back to back, they just keep getting more of these ass-pull power-ups that don't make any sense. But like I said, the Buu Saga is more easily digested in manga form because you can quickly read through it and it doesn't feel bogged down by pointless filler. But I personally would have only let them go Super Saiyan 2 in the Buu arc and then save Super Saiyan 3 for them in the Super portion later on. I mean, I know it's hard to say that now because the two stories are about 20 years apart, but sadly I feel Goten and Trunks were kind of the worst part of the Buu Saga. If you take them out of the equation, characters like Piccolo, Krillin, and Ten Shinhan could have gotten a chance to step up and a chance to get a power boost, but Ten Shinhan, one of my favorite characters, was almost non-existent through the entire Buu Saga, including in the manga, until his eventual squash match with Buu, and Piccolo was relegated to being a babysitter for Gotenks. Gohan got a massive power-up in the Ultimate Gohan form, or Mystic form, whatever you want to call it, he received from the Grand Supreme Kai, which I really enjoyed Gohan finding this his own path outside of what Goku and Vegeta were doing. But another thing this saga that is cringeworthy is the end. It's just regular Goku with a spirit bomb that beats Buu. I think they could have let Vegito or Ultimate Gohan beat Buu and not have these false endings like we're watching Lord of the Rings. Maybe they do the same story. They pull Gohan, Gotenks, and Piccolo and Fat Buu out of Buu, and then they all work together to finally put Buu away. Kind of reminiscent to when they had to work together to beat Vegeta in the Saiyan arc. This is probably the most divided saga in the entire Dragon Ball fandom. Some people absolutely love it with its planet-busting attacks, Super Saiyan 3 fusions galore, but to me it was a lot of fluff without any substance. I personally think Deborah would have been a better final villain than Buu. I mean, it would have been cool to see more about the demon realm. But Fat Buu at least fit Toriyama's style of don't judge a book by its cover, but quickly Super Buu was just kind of a rehash of Cell. Even Kid Buu kind of felt poorly written. But it would have been really cool to see more of this demon world that Deborah was supposed to be the king of if they decided to go in that direction. But there's really no going back now that Super has happened. It's just fun to think about what if. Another thing that's interesting that I heard from another YouTuber, totally not Mark, he said that when Vegeta blew himself up with Fat Buu, it was kind of the end of Vegeta's arc. And what if after that we never saw Vegeta ever again? Like that was the end of Vegeta, there was no coming back. Wouldn't that have been a bold choice? But I understand why you can't do that. Vegeta is one of Dragon Ball Super's best characters, and you gotta keep him. Him and Frieza are probably what's carrying that show for me. But like I said, guys like Piccolo got shunned when they could have gotten power-ups in the Buu arc. So I kind of hated that part of the story. At least Vegeta is able to keep up with Goku to a point. It was kind of weird, especially in the manga, Vegeta coming back. It was just one panel of him being in front of King Yema and him saying, well, we need you back on Earth to go fight Buu because he's getting out of control and people are dying left and right. And it was kind of weird, but I guess I get it. You get 24 hours, get down there and kick his ass. The Buu Saga, in my opinion, was the end for a lot of OG Dragon Ball characters. At least Krillin was able to basically retire and get a great wife in Android 18, and they had a daughter. And Piccolo still has the mentor role with Gohan, but Ten Shinhan was just pushed aside and hasn't really recovered yet. I'm hoping he does. I know, like I said, a lot of people really love this arc in Dragon Ball because it debuted Super Saiyan 3 and fusions, but it really was the beginning of so much fluff, and the story was so rich before the Buu arc. All the way up until the end of Cell, everything was pretty fan-freaking-tastic. But the Buu arc is where the show goes sideways, in my opinion. But at least if you read the manga, it feels a little easier to understand. Like I said, I feel like if you take Goten and Trunks out of the Buu arc, it's just so much better, and you'd have more room for OG characters to develop, more room for the story to breathe. Goten and Trunks are basically a comedy act, and I'm pretty sure they were just put into the show because we needed a new Goten, at least. They needed a new kid for the story because Gohan has grown up, and it was kind of a throwback to Kid Goku. But the Buu arc, like I said, it's divided among the fandom. I'm sure I'm going to get plenty of comments of them saying the Buu arc's the best, Super Saiyan 3, fusions, blah, blah, blah. But right around this arc is when things got a little unbelievably overpowered, and main characters from the original series were tossed aside until they got to come back for the Tournament of Power. So, thank you for listening to my Buu Saga analysis. What do you think I got wrong? Please like, share, comment. Let me know what you think.